Okay, third time's a charm, right? Sunday, August 30, 2015. Again. Garage sale's going well. It's getting warm out here. There's no more shade. The sun is pretty much overhead. So anyway, I don't even really remember where I left off, but I've met some nice people, and that's awesome. I love that. Um, so talking about familiarity. When we experience another person and there's something about the person that really there's a connection, just say that there's a connection, and the connection, it makes us it the interpretation that we have is when we feel this way about a person that is not us. um, we can start making assumptions on we're falling in love and this and that and this and that and whatever. Um, and like we said in the last recording, then, you wake up when there are other aspects to that personality that you were not aware of. And you're like, wait a minute, no. But we're going to get back to the idea of familiarity. There's that word again. What's happening when we... Hi, how are you? And good. Hi. Hi. What's really happening is there's a resonance within us. What really is happening is we experience a person and we're saying there's something about you that reminds me of something in me that I like, or that I love, or that makes me smile, that makes me feel good, right? But what happens is, instead of just leaving it at that, we just start building and building and building it into something that it really isn't. All right? But maybe what should maybe happen is when we feel that for someone else, what it is calling it to our attention to something that resides in us, and we just need to maybe get to know that part of ourselves better, and without sounding too weird or crazy about it, befriend that aspect or feature to our personality. That's something. Because what we do is we latch onto another person and we just start trying to draw from them. And we're starting to suck out of them this thing. Like, oh, you're this and you're this and you're this. Let me just drink all of that up out of you for myself. Well, that's not necessary, because if there was something, and people think sometimes, like there's that saying, opposites attract, but that's not really what's happening, because on some level, we all have it all. We all do. It's just different levels. And so if there's something in somebody else that within them, it's more intense, whatever that thing is that you're drawn to. You're thinking it's your opposite. You're thinking it's something that you don't have within you. When actuality, the reason why you're drawn to it is because of the familiarity, because it feels good. It feels good because you know it. There's something in you that knows this thing. It's like, it's just a good sensation inside, good something. We call it resonance. They resonate. Oh, here's this dragon. This is the original dragonfly again, coming over here. And a butterfly. Hi, little dragonfly. I wish it would sit on my knee. If this dragonfly sits on my knee, then I'll be done. I'll be done. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to preach the word or something the rest of my life. I'm not doing nothing else. I will. Here's a second dragonfly too coming over. Oh, is this the one? They look identical. Oh my gosh, he came really close. I'm for real, y'all. You think I'm bullshitting? If one of these dragonflies sits on my fucking knee, it's over. It is over. My life as I've known it is going to be completely coming to a halt. I'm like, yeah. That'd be some fucking sign for me. Yeah, little motherfucker sat right on my knee. And I said, if you sit on my knee, I'm gonna devote my life to something. Anyway. So what we need to do is get more familiar with the aspect of ourselves that this other person has reminded us that's there. That's all they've done. This comedian that I watched, it's not about him. And then I peeled it back a little more last night. I said, okay, so anything that I can find in another person that I find pleasant, calming, loving, or something, it just I feel it in myself. I get it. Well, anything I can find another person like that exists in me already. So now we're going to take that leap now. The big one. The one that many people will consider blasphemous. Here it goes. It's God. Right? We are manifestations of God. We have all of it. And if you really think about it, how silly it would be that other people have something that we don't have already. That wouldn't be fair. That would be right. That wouldn't be right. People have all these great, wonderful qualities and traits. And when I came into existence, well, I didn't have none of that. That's bullshit. We all have it all. So, all we have to do is, first of all, and not I say we, but me. Okay, so if I say stuff like that, I'm not telling you what to do. Do whatever you want to do. It's your life. And it wouldn't be right for anybody to do something that someone tells them to do. That's not living. That's just obeying, and it's not living. It's the opposite of living. That's when you stop living, when you just start doing what you're told, and it's not coming from within you. It's not natural. But what I want to say is, for me, what I'm going to do now is be more fearless. More fearless. Either you have fear or you don't. There's no measurement of fearlessness. All right. I'm 1% fearful. Well, you're fearful. I have to become completely fearless. Because if I am a manifestation, and I have it all in me, which there are scriptures in the Bible that kind of indicate that too. You have everything. If that's really true, then it's done. It's done. Right? So, we get to know those different aspects of God that reside within us, and that we are it. It's not even that they reside in us. It's the fabric that we're woven of is that. Get to know it. And Be joyful about that. You don't have to go outside to find good friends and people who have certain qualities to balance you out. You don't have to do that. And it wouldn't have been fair of God or the universe to set us up that way. So, I mean, it's really not fair when we put that obligation onto other people now. It's like, well, yeah, you had some qualities about you that I loved or that I was drawn to. So now make me happy. Keep doing the thing that you do for me. What? Are you fucking kidding me? So basically you're using me. No, not yeah. Yeah, yes you are. We use each other. We rely on each other. That's not right. You know? If I have all the tools at my disposal to do the thing, and I come dragging some poor sap into the picture and saying, you build the thing for me, you do the thing, you do this and that, I'm being lazy. It's not right, and I'm using the person. They're supposed to be using it. Now, there's another part of it, but when you come in it like that, that's not a good thing. We're not supposed to be using each other. It shows that we haven't come to know ourselves very well. That's what it is. When you're relying on other people to suck it out of them, it sounded dirty, to draw from them the thing that you're just too, you've been afraid to go inside and do it for your own self. That's not fair to them. And at some point they're going to disappoint you because it's not their job to keep you up and keep you going on the straight and narrow or whatever it is it's not anybody's job to make you happy that you're alive. It's your own job to figure it out. We were put here to figure it out, really. And so now we have some understanding of that. Now it's not to say that we don't want to help each other out, but see that's good when it comes naturally. It's not good when somebody's pressuring you or guilting you into it. Then it's not natural. It's not coming naturally, and it's wrong. It's out of balance. And then we do a person a disservice by coming along and coming along and doing the thing for them that they should be doing for themselves. They're not able to grow and expand and discover themselves, which is the ultimate fun and enjoyment in existing, is going inside, taking that vacation inside, that holiday inside, and all those discoveries. Any place you can go on this planet or anywhere in the universe outside yourself, so to speak, is just going to be a reflection. No matter how good it is, it's not the real as far as satisfaction and fulfillment. The true satisfaction and fulfillment is going to come from the inner exploration. We're saying inner, and there's not really inner or outer, but we have to say it that way just to understand that we're not going to things that we're not intimately connected to in ourselves. We don't want to go to those other things. We want to go within ourselves, meaning not bringing other into the picture to do something that we can find inside. But yeah, absolutely. It came to me earlier. I'm going to start a new one soon. This is almost 15 minutes. It came to me earlier about how it's so funny in this place how we've kind of twisted things around. Like in this world, a gift is something that you're given. In truthfulness, in nature, a gift is something that we give. So we don't receive the gift. If you have a gift, say, so I have the gift of, which is love, that's the gift right there. That's the only gift, really. And it has different expressions. But at its core, it's love. When we have that, we give it. It's our gift. It's our gift, but we give it out. We don't hoard it. Like people now, they want to hoard things. It's mine. In the spiritual sense, just meaning not the physical sense, a gift is something that you have, that you are, or that dwells within you, that you seek, that comes out of you. It's not something that you're pulling into you. It's funny. It's a completely different thing than what it is in this place, or how people would describe a gift in this place. And when you're doing that, it's not a conscious thing necessarily, or it's not a contrived thing. It's not a mental exercise that you've said, okay, well, I'm going to give blah, 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 because it just happens naturally. Love is a natural giver. So if you have love, if you're feeling it and you're letting it flow through you, it's flowing through you and out of you naturally. You don't have to decide to make it do anything. You can say, I'm going to the bring some things to the food bank or whatever. And if it's coming from that place where it's just natural, it's not even really a thought process. It's just like, okay, I have extra food. There are people who need it. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. There's no, well, I have to go do this thing and I have to do this and I have to do that. There's no have to. Or it's not a checklist of things. Okay, so I go to the church and they say that we should be giving because there's more joy in giving than the receiving. And so let me sit down and write down all the ways that I can do this. That's getting very close to... Hi there. How are you doing? Good. I did okay. Yeah, so... Take care. So natural. It'll come natural to you. We don't have to... If anybody's putting pressure on you to do something, or if you have to do it and you don't really want to do it, I'm just going to come out and say my feeling is that you shouldn't do it. Because it's going to be contaminated now. Because the energy that you're using to perform that function is going to be part of the result. Okay? That doesn't really translate very well into this place of objects and stuff. It's like, okay, well, people needed to eat and now they have the food, so what's the problem? But there's more to it than that. I have to stop now. I'm getting a call, and also it's almost 20 minutes. I'll pick this up. Much love.